My grandfather was John Daynes, and he came across the plains with the pioneers.
John Daynes, the founder of the company, was a watchmaker. He was Brigham Young's watchmaker, and his son was a very talented musician. Made the opportunities for Joseph J. to come along and start selling musical instruments. This is Daynes Music. This is the oldest retail business in Utah. We are the oldest Steinway dealer west of Steinway themselves in New York City. From the time he was a very young man, Skip would have seen his grandfather, his father, in the same business.
My father taught me to work by sending me to work with my Uncle Tom Jeremy.
Skip's father really tried to discourage him from entering the piano business. He felt it was very difficult, very hard business.
I learned to ride horses, and my job was to keep track of the cows.
While he was attending school at the University of Utah, the opportunity came along that Skip could take over or purchase the business from his father. At that time, the business was not doing well. They were somewhere in the neighborhood of $100,000 in the red.
I had to somehow keep Daynes Music going.
When people carry on a family business like that and they feel the tradition instead of just the bottom line, it makes a big difference in how they make decisions.
It really required a lot of drive and ability from Skip to take it from a very deep red pocket to make it a productive going enterprise.
Nothing happens until a sale is made, as we all know. Nobody can work, nobody can do anything.
Skip is probably the best salesperson I've ever known in my life. He doesn't take no for an answer, and if he feels that someone needs a piano, he will go out of his way to make sure that that person gets a piano.
I sold the band instrument division, and I kept the guitars for a while, and I had stereo and TV, which was very hot at the time. So we came back on the map.
Businesses exist to make money and to be successful, but that has never been the driving force with Skip.
Everybody who comes in this store, the first thing we do is make friends.
Skip is not somebody who says do this and do that and do this. He's there.
When I first started working here, Skip and I, we were the delivery crew. We were the ones that would prepare the pianos and get them ready for delivery. Skip would sell them, and we would clean them up, tune them, and get them ready to go. Skip was involved in every aspect of the business.
Kerwin and I delivered a piano all the way to Washington.
It was a Karl Lagerfeld designed piano, very rare piano.
It went up about 50 stairs. It took a turn in the middle.
The railing had to come off.
We had to take it up backwards.
Here's Skip, the CEO of the company, huffing and puffing and dragging and pulling on that piano, and it was a very difficult move.
I said to my vice president, I'm going to just get back and sell this damn business. And I had the hair on the back of my head come up like that, and a whisper from my friend John Daynes, who was the founder of this company, you will not sell the business. You have to keep going.
Skip has personally been involved in every art organization in the state of Utah.
Arts are therapeutic. They are the foundation of our city.
With these schools where we put keyboards in, Skip is seldom breaking even, but he puts those tools and those resources in these schools to make kids be more successful.
And when you get somebody who loves people and somebody who loves the arts and who loves music, that's a wonderful combination.
Skip's youngest son, Tim, was 15 years old when he was injured in a diving accident at Lake Powell, and he's been paralyzed and confined to a wheelchair ever since then.
We decided we needed a service dog for Tim. So my wife got us involved with ITA and mountain therapy animals.
In the Daynes home, all the kids have grown up and moved away. And so to fill all those vacant rooms, there's now dogs.
And Susan and Skip together with their therapy dogs continue to touch lives.
Susan and Skip both got involved in taking these animals to the University of Utah Hospital, helping patients and taking these animals up where they can extend this love to these patients. I've worked for Skip for 29 years. Probably the driving force through this whole 29 years has been his relationship with the University of Utah.
I love the university, and I'm quite a part of the fine arts up there.
Skip, along with some of these other dealers, came up with this idea that we ought to become all Steinway universities.
When a school becomes an all Steinway school, it's not just a big sign on the wall, it's an impact in the lives of the students that play the Steinways.
The University of Utah is Skip's flagship. No school in Utah has the amount of Steinway pianos that the University of Utah has. Skip has personally sold more Steinway pianos than probably anyone else in the U.S.
He is as loyal a dealer as Steinway will ever have.
Skip was the most natural fit to receive the Steinway Lifetime Achievement Award. There's no one else that has accomplished what he's accomplished.
In this country, it's easy to make a living, but it's tough to make a difference. Skip Daynes makes a difference every day of his life.